If your American home is worth $450,000 and you move to Italy, Italy will send you a tax bill for it every single year. Not on the rent it earns, not for the profit when you sell it, just for owning it. Nearly $5,000 per year, like clockwork. This is called IVIE, or in plain English, a wealth tax on everything you own outside of Italy. And almost no one planning a move to Italy knows it exists. This tax is not just for Americans. It applies to everyone who becomes an Italian tax resident. British, Canadian, Australian, anyone. But it does hit Americans especially hard. And I'll explain why in just a moment. The moment you become an Italian tax resident, meaning you spend more than 183 days a year in Italy, Italy considers your worldwide assets part of your wealth. IVIE is Italy's annual wealth tax on real estate you own outside the country. The rate is 1.06% of the value of the property each year. It doesn't matter if it's sitting empty, if it's rented out, if your kids live there. You own it, you pay. Here's something people don't know, and it does matter a lot. Italy doesn't use your current home market value. For US residents, the IVIE is calculated on the original purchase price, meaning what you paid for the home as stated in your purchase deed. And this is actually good news if your home has appreciated significantly. Italy takes from what you paid and not what it's worth currently. But, and this is critical, you need to be able to prove it. If you cannot produce your original purchase deed, Italy will fall on the current market value. And in most parts of America today, that would be significantly higher than what you paid. So before you even think about moving, find your purchase deed, scan it, save it, back it up. That one document can save you thousands of euros every single year. Now, IVIE covers real estate. IVAFE covers everything else. Bank accounts, brokerage accounts, ETFs, investment portfolios. If it's a financial asset held outside of Italy, Italy charges 0.2% on the value every year. Let's make this real simple with John. John is 62, retiring in Palermo, Sicily. He owns a home in Florida worth $450,000 today. But he bought it for $280,000. He kept his deed, so Italy taxes the purchase price, $280,000. He also has $150,000 in brokerage account and $80,000 in ETFs. Here's what Italy charges John every year as a standard tax resident in Palermo. The total Italian wealth tax bill would equal to $3,428 every single year. Over 10 years of retirement, that's over $34,000. Now here's where the location decision gets interesting. If John moved just outside of Palermo to a smaller town with under 30,000 residents, he would qualify for Italy's 7% tax regime. And that changes everything. Here's the most important thing I'm going to tell you in this video. If you qualify to Italy's 7% tax regime, you pay 0 IVIE and 0 IVAFE. None for the full 10 years. No wealth tax on your American house, no wealth tax on your brokerage account, no foreign asset reporting at all. The 7% tax regime is available to foreign pensioners retiring in southern Italy's in qualifying towns. Towns with under 30,000 citizens in regions like Sicily, Puglia, Calabria, Campania, and Abruzzo. So John, moving to a qualifying town in Sicily, pays 0 on his Florida home, 0 on his brokerage account, and 0 on his ETFs. His $34,000 over 10 years becomes nothing. This is why where you choose to live in Italy is not just a lifestyle decision. It's a financial decision worth tens of thousands of dollars. One important note though, even if you do qualify for the 7% tax regime, keep your original house deed available, because the 7% lasts for 10 years. After that, you pay like everyone else. And when that day comes, you will want to be taxed on your original purchase price and not today's market value. I actually covered the 7% tax regime in another video. I will add a link in the description below, and it should be somewhere up here also, and you can follow that and view the whole video. But the bottom line is this: if you are a foreign pensioner moving to southern Italy, the 7% regime eliminates the IVIE and the IVAFE taxes completely. Now, even if you don't qualify for the 7% tax regime, there is still good news. If you're already paying tax on your home in the US, as most Americans are, you can use that as a tax credit against your IVIE bill. In fact, because US property tax rates are generally high enough, that credit often cancels out the IVIE tax completely. And if your total IVIE calculation comes to under 200 euros, you pay nothing at all. Now, here's the extra sting for Americans particularly. Unlike most taxes you pay abroad, the IVIE and the IVAFE cannot be claimed as tax credit against your US tax return. The IRS considers them wealth taxes and not income taxes. So for Americans, these are genuine additional costs without offset on the US side, which makes qualifying for the 7% tax regime or maximizing your US property tax credit even more important to understand before the move. So there's 3 things you can do now. Number 1, find the original purchase deed for every property you own. Scan it, store it safely, because without it, as we said, Italy uses the current market value of the property, and that's almost always more expensive. 2, figure out whether you qualify for the 7% tax regime. If you're a foreign pensioner moving to southern Italy, this could be the single most important tax decision you can make. It eliminates the IVIE, the IVAFE, and actually makes everything much more simple. If you want, you can email me at op2001il@gmail.com, and I can connect you personally to who I work with in these matters. Now, the third thing you could or probably should do is download my free relocation starter roadmap. It covers the full financial picture of moving to Italy in plain English. The link is below. It's completely free. Italy is still one of the best decisions you can make for your retirement years, but you do have to go into it with your eyes open. IVIE, IVAFE, other taxes, they're all real. They apply to everyone who becomes an Italian tax resident, regardless of where you're from. But with the right planning, the right documents, the right location, they could cost you a lot less than you think, or maybe even nothing at all. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe for more honest Italy content. And next, maybe you should watch this 7% tax video I just did. There's some really important information there.